bonfire and public address.
The essence of the census night is to ensure that whether you are enumerated tonight or you are enumerated on the 11th of July 2021, all the questions that are asked would have a basis for benchmarking and for comparison. So this evening, we are going to engage our colleagues who are going to travel for long hours between the hours of 6 p.m. 27 June 2021 to 6 a.m. 28 June 2021. We're going to visit terminal points, capture people at the point of departure, and also people at the point of arrival. The second category of persons that we've started enumeration are persons in short stay institutions, typical hospitals and cells, and we've engaged all persons that are within these short institutions. And the third category of persons that we are yet to enumerate, and we seek to do that in the next couple of hours, are persons who we classify as homeless households, be it individual or more than one person. This enumeration, once it's completed, would pave the way for us to start the data collection on 28th of June 2021. We are urging all persons in Ghana that we have to take note of the uniqueness of today for the 2021 population and housing census.
We need the data to help plan activities for the country. From now to the next 10 years, the data that we're going to collect is what we're going to use to plan the progress of Ghana. So if you want Ghana to go forward, if you want Ghana to be the place that you dream of it to be, please give the information freely, willingly, and I believe that at the end of it all, we have a nation to be proud of.
We have divided the country into 272 districts, not the regular political district that we have. This is statistical district, 272. The difference is that all the sub-metros are statistical districts. So in addition to our political district, we now have all the sub-metros which have been divided to constitute 272 statistical district. And the essence is that the statistics that is going to be collected is being collected within every district. So this activity which is being done here is being done in all other districts.
So let's just stay with the National Housing and Population Census, as President Akufo-Addo has urged all Ghanaians to cooperate with census officials to ensure a successful execution of this year's exercise. He spoke after Chief Statistician Professor Kwabena Enim visited his Nima residence to capture his data and that of other members of his household.
The confidentiality and the assurance to providers of information that it's just for statistical purposes. We're not going to identify individuals in the data collection. And this is reference to our Statistical Service Act 1009, that was 1003, that was passed in 2019. Specifically, Clause 50 talks about strict confidentiality. So the information that you're going to provide would not be used for any targeting of persons or targeting of specific groups of people. It's going to be used only at the aggregated level. The data that we're going to put out there for further analytical work would de-identify all the personal information in there, and for that matter, it would be an anonymized data.
It's important for everybody in Ghana, citizen, Ghanaian, people who were present here on census night, everybody, to go through this exercise. It's a painless one. We have been assured by those who are collecting the information that it will be treated in a confidential manner. The Act under which they're operating insists on that, and I have no doubt about the integrity and the credibility of those who are conducting the census, that they will keep to the provisions of the Act. But it is extremely important that each and every one of us, everybody who was here on census night, i.e. last night, the 27th of June, no matter where you come from, no matter your ethnic origin, no matter your religious persuasion, no matter your political affiliation, so long as you are a human being who was here last night on census night, you're entitled to be.
And so we are now joined via Zoom by Dr. Peter Techi-Prepra, head of field operations at the Ghana Statistical Service, to look at the latest on the census. Hello and welcome to Metro News. So we want to find out, how did the enumeration on the first night go? Sir, kindly unmute your sound. I can't hear you here in the studio. Okay, so once again, I'm asking.
Yeah, can I be heard?
Great.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, listeners. Yeah, as your question goes, what really happened, or how has the enumeration been so far since yesterday? I'll say it's been nice, it's been moving on nicely. We've not had any hitch. In that yesterday, after the census night celebration, it became necessary as part of the program to enumerate the unstable population. If we say the unstable population, we are referring to those who were at the hospital on admission, that's the inpatients. We were also to interview those who were having long distance traveling, those who were traveling out of Ghana at the airport and the harbors, and then our brothers and sisters who found themselves in police cells, and finally the outdoor sleepers. All these people were targeted and they were enumerated successfully. As of this morning, our field officers started moving from one house to the other to ensure that households are covered as well. But let me add that every person or population that found themselves in hotels were also enumerated. We gave them a form for them to fill, and then we picked it up in the morning. And then in addition to that, whoever was enumerated last night in any of these categories that I've mentioned was given a form we call Certificate of Enumeration to indicate that they have been enumerated.
So though the census night has just passed, how is it still connected to the ongoing exercise for which it is relevant for Ghanaians to know?
All right, the census night is part of the entire census process. It is the day we have set aside to use as the reference point with regards to all the questions we'll be asking. That's why so many activities were organized, so many celebrations were organized in all the districts in the country. In fact, we moved beyond the normal administrative districts to 202 statistical districts we've created just for the operational purposes. And in each of these districts, an event was organized just for them to use it as remembrance of the census activities or the questions that we'll be asking with regards to the enumeration.
All right, so what happens today and going forward till the end of the census?
As our calendar indicates, from today up to 11th of July, we are doing the enumeration of household population, enumeration of stable institutional population like those in boarding schools, those in university hostels or halls. So we are dedicating about 2 weeks starting today to enter homes or enter houses and enumerate households.
All right, and if anyone does not participate in the counting, is there any punitive measure?
We are encouraging everybody to be part of it. Of course, the law backing Ghana Statistical Service gives us the opportunity to even take someone to court, and if the person is found guilty, that person can be prosecuted. But we don't want to apply that. Rather, we need to encourage everybody. And sometimes it's due to the way some of the field officers explain the concepts and the benefits or the importance of the census to the general public. So we'll keep on using your media to educate the general public and let them know the relevance or the importance of the census of which they need to be part. Because I keep telling people that creation of new districts, lifting a status from district to municipal, and so on and so forth, depends on population figures. And therefore, it is important we attach seriousness to it. And census is also done every 10 years. So if we don't attach seriousness to it and do it anyhow, whatever the situation is, whatever picture that what we'll be gathering portrays, we will use that for the next 10 years.
All right, sir.
So we'll
thank
plead
you
with the general public for them to cooperate with our field officers so that we can have complete coverage.
Thank you, sir, for your time. That's here on News Business. So Dr. Peter Techi-Prepra is the head of field operations at the Ghana Statistical Service. Now, we now turn to look at the ongoing enumeration exercise from across the region. We start with the Volta region, where our correspondent Christian Ahodia reports that the district chief executive Ernest Kojo Mallet has called on the people of the district to avail themselves to be counted in the ongoing population census. He further asked the people in the district to see the need for the exercise as a national exercise which has no political agenda and must therefore give exercise all the needed support. The DCE made the call in an interview with Metro News when he joined enumerators from Ghana Statistical Service to kickstart an enumeration exercise in the district. He spoke with our reporter Christian Ahundia.
And then our expectation this morning is that our enumerators will first call on the opinion leaders and then the chiefs, the various communities, and enumerate them first so they understand the full length of the questionnaire before they start enumerating other citizens in town. And I also quickly want to say that yesterday we had our census night enumerating the Peking Government Hospital, the Toh Health Center, the Germany Health Center, the EP Clinic at Germany, and then the Health Directorate at Peve. We took all the information from the patients, especially the newly born children in the Peking Government Hospital.
But the most important of all is that they should take the census as serious exercise. It is for our own good. It is important in planning at the assembly level. It's a national exercise, but it is also a very important exercise for the assembly and for the district. When we have the right population figure in the state, the various types of people we have, it is easy for us to plan for them.
The field officers have been deployed onto the field to start the actual enumeration across the district. So far we have all our enumerators on the field conducting the enumeration of the population.
Is logistics and those things available to support your people on the field?
Yes, logistically we provide all the enumerators with the needed logistics for them to work.
All right, and now our Volta regional correspondent joins us via phone to tell us more on how the enumeration is taking shape across the region. Ahundia, good afternoon, welcome to Newsbeat.
Good afternoon.
Great, what more can you tell us?
Yeah, currently in the Volta region, or let me say in the South-Dine precisely of the Volta region, where this morning the team from the census office has hit the street to start registering residents. But first point of call, they have started the enumeration with the district chief executive of South-Dine, which Ernest Kojo Mallet, this morning in South-Dine. From there, the DC has called on all the citizens of South-Dine to avail themselves for the officers to register. And the team also will move to the various community in South-Dine from this morning until the exercise is over. But there is a few challenges the officers who are embarking on this exercise are complaining about the enumeration they're supposed to. Let me say the allowances they are giving to them is too less or too small for the runs, because if one is supposed to spend more than 25 minutes or 30 minutes on one person, and the same person is also be given about 200 houses to target for the next 2-3 weeks, it is very difficult. So they are also calling on the Secretariat of Ghana Statistics to do something about their allowances and those things.
All right, so what is the level of participation from the residents?
Oh, yeah. This morning, as I moved with them this morning, the turnout, everybody is ready to give information that they have from their household. They are ready to submit their details to the officers from the Ghana Statistical Service to register them. So far, the South-Dine district is having about 64,000. So the DC and the team are expecting that by end of this exercise, they should be hitting over 90,000 to 100,000 this year.
All right. Thank you, Christian Ahodia. So Christian Ahodia is our voter regional correspondent. He's giving us update from South Dine as the national census is currently ongoing. There's more update on the census after this break. Stay with us.
Football pa and nothing a high sense as sponsor Euro 2020 Edia Maono the Sasuntin Ayatete TV so say who Edia Maono a high sense Euro 2020 TV super promo can who brand new high sense TV and nebo that form pictures near clear na color near deep sound quality this so dear one it here high sense TV so dear entry power about down one access you are akona utusa barefoot. 18th June, I confirm 11th July. A Hisense Euro 2020 TV super promo. Emma Refisa, Hisense and Kwan, Emma 5 years warranty. A Hisense Euro 2020 TV super promo. A Kosuwa Hisense showrooms, I want Ghana for Nanina. What Judian and Senyo. Hisense, everyday prices for everyday people. Hisense, official sponsor at the Euro 2020.
Did you know that cloth handkerchief gets dirty and wet after wiping your sweat or blowing your nose with it? Keeping a dirty handkerchief in your pocket or bag is very unhygienic. Reusing it increases your chances of getting sick from germs. That is why I always use Flora disposable handkerchiefs. Flora disposable handkerchiefs is disposable, thus making it a more hygienic option. It's thick and very absorbent. With 10 tissues in a pack, Flora disposable handkerchief is better than a cloth handkerchief. Look out for Flora toilet roll, Flora multi-purpose paper towels, Flora table napkins, and Flora box tissues in a shop near you. For both purchases, call Delta Paper Mail on 0243 033 033.
Welcome back. So let's still tell you more about the census currently going on in Ghana. And joining us now to look at the situation in the northern and Savannah regions, our correspondent Al-Hassan D. Baba. Good afternoon, Hassan. Al-Hassan, tell us what has happened so far since the enumeration started. Al-Hassan D. Baba. All right, so tell us what has happened so far since the enumeration started in the Savannah and the northern region. All right, so producers are trying to get him back on a line. That's where we get him. We'll give you more details from the Savannah and the northern regions here in Ghana. Away from that, onto other stories. A lifeless body of a man believed to be in his 30s has been found dead inside Sese River, popularly known as Pelele at Abuabo in the Asokore Mampon municipality of the Ashanti region. The dead body was suspected to have been swept by flood water from elsewhere to the Abuabo River. This is a report filed by Metro News Ashanti regional correspondent Abdul Basir Suleiman. Right to you.
Residents in some parts of the Ashanti region are still counting their losses as a result of heavy downpour in various parts of the region on Wednesday and Thursday, June 23 and June 24 respectively, where some lives were lost and several properties running into millions of Ghana cedis were destroyed. On Sunday, June 27, 2021, another unidentified lifeless body of a man believed to be in his 30s was retrieved from the Abuabo Sisai River, which is popularly known as Abuabo Palele in the Asokore Mampo municipality of the Ashanti region.
Because of the rainy season, you know, within the Palele stretches, you can see there are so many unauthorized structures over there. So we made the recommendations to the municipal engineers how best we can do to, demolish those structures so that whenever it rains and then the floods are in, it can get a free flow of the water.
I was there when I received a call that someone has been killed or someone is lying inside this stream. So I came there and then just take a look at what is really going on here. I called the regional police commander, the district police commander, NADMO, and then all the personnel that I think they can help us to help all this issue. They came and then now they have taken the dead body to mortuary. Now we are waiting for them to also give us the feedback as to what really killed that person.
My idea I'm to region no national for you and say it is a sense you will a difference from a commandant and a deba and it's if we upstream and eba downstream and it's say a honor honor netiani and I didn't free bar ya construct about do baby Miss says a man to us no mama a hand baby crab no matia come oko her Equatos one na China more one o say a link to you but akwa ye your honum no and ya free baby so be do we take baby kakra e wo say ye na ensuo no nya kwan e for
Away from the Ashanti region. Now, the communications team member of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Gabriela Tete, bemoans the sad state of some flooded communities. She says flood could be avoided if authorities put in proper measures in ensuring that the right things are done in the community. Agreeing to this, the communications team member of the New Patriotic Party, Ellen Amadako, called on some ministers and district chief executives to be up and doing to help fight against flood canker.
I mean, we've had this issue. I did some quick research when you mentioned that we were going to discuss flood. And I was looking at the trend, Ghana trends, from 1968 to 2001. We recorded a lot of flooding June, July. From 2007 up to date, we have May, June, July, and then we have October, September, October, November, which means that for the last few years, whether our major season or our minor season, we are experiencing floods. The issue now is, how do we as a country adapt to high rainfall? And when you raise the issue about being fair to our leaders, the purpose of leadership is to conceive, to plan. You understand? So we can be fair to leaders, but we expect leadership to fix the country, to plan, and to work at solving the problem.
Nowadays, I've seen the regional minister of Greater Accra actually on his MCs and his DCs. What are the other regional ministers doing? I will not wait for the NDC to come and ask this question. Me, I'm asking them. Apart from Mr. Henry Quartey, Honorable Henry Quartey, who is constantly, since he took office for the past how many months, 6 months, almost every week, that man is out there doing something. Honorable Simon Osei Mensah, my own uncle, regional minister for Ashanti region. What's up with Kumasi and its issues? Because I can tell you that whatever is going on in Accra, a little bit of it, or a greater part of it, is also going on in Kumasi in relation to urbanization. So wherever people are putting up structures, wherever people are littering the place, on authorized markets, whatever it is, the same thing is also going on in Kumasi. And that is what's led to what we are seeing, the flooding of, I mean, Kumasi didn't usually get flooded. all the environmental things can come into play. But there are people who are doing things they are not supposed to be doing.
So let's now go back to the national census currently ongoing and speak to our Ashanti regional correspondent, Abdul Basit Suleiman. We want to find out what is happening in the region. Abdul, good afternoon. Has the Ashanti Osei Tutu II been enumerated yet? Abdul Basit. Kindly unmute your sound. I can't hear in the studio. So Abdul Basit Suleiman is our Ashanti regional correspondent, and he's coming in with the latest update on the national census currently happening. But we go back to him as and when he's able to fix his sound and comes back with some clear information there. Let's focus on other stories as the Minister for Works and Housing, Francis Asensio-Boakye, has admonished every citizen to desist from dumping household solid waste into drains. Speaking at a press briefing on Sunday, the Works and Housing Minister stressed on how the act continues to worsen the country's flooding situation each time there is a heavy downpour.
Speaking on ongoing projects in the country, the Minister for Works and Housing, Francis Asensio-Boakye, stressed on effort by government to tackle the issue of flooding. He noted government is collaborating with the World Bank to implement the Greater Accra Resilient and Integrated Project, GARID, which will mitigate flood risks and address solid waste management at the Odo Drainage Basin.
Additionally, a flood early warning system is being developed to enhance flood resilience of communities within the basin and beyond. While efforts are underway to procure a contractor for the deferred and maintenance dredging activities under the GARID project, dredge masters will continue with dredging activities to make room for storm water and mitigate flood risks in the Odo Basin this rainy season. Our priority drain program will also be targeting other river basins across the country.
Already, the rains are in, and some areas that were initially not prone to flooding are now flooded, leaving many residents displaced.
Last Thursday, the ministry received cabinet approval for the establishment of the Ghana Hydrological Authority, whose mandate, among others, include the development of comprehensive drainage master plans to mitigate the effects of flooding and the protection of our coastlines. It is expected that the establishment of this authority will provide the needed avenue to plan, to mobilize private sector financing, oversee, monitor, and stem the uncontrolled and improper development of drainage systems across the country.
Meanwhile, the sector minister has entreated members of the general public to desist from dumping solid waste into drains.
Regardless of government's intervention, the investment government will put in, we must see our quest to mitigate flooding as a shared responsibility. People are just dumping waste anyhow. In Kumasi markets, we have seen that one of the primary reasons that caused the flooding recently is a result of timber logs that are blocking the drainage channel leading to the KJTR market. The pictures are going on social media and it's amazing. So we have a responsibility to be responsible in the way that we dispose of solid waste.
The Ashanti region has recorded about 3 deaths from flooding, whilst Saturday's heavy downpour left many commuters stranded in traffic for hours after the road was filled with large quantities of water.
We're live on DSTV channel 277 on Facebook and on YouTube at Metro TV Ghana. On Instagram and on Twitter, it's at Metro TVG. To return from the break with more.
In Ghana and in Africa, there is only one place to look to get that luxurious design and decor for your offices and homes. Visit Jamila Home. We give you the climax of luxury wherever you find yourself. Presidential and executive office furniture, living room set, dining set, stunning mirrors, adorable wallpapers, lovely king and queen size beds, valuable antiques and antique goods, beautiful chandeliers and more. Into the bargain, we provide caring customer service, prompt delivery service, skilled and artistic full house design and decor services, and free decor ideas for your space. Our products and service is unparalleled, boasting of top-tier clients all over the globe. Jamila Home, home of first-class quality furniture, beautiful chandeliers, and antiques.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
You're welcome back. My name is Kenneth Jesse. Up next is business. Now, mobile money users will from 1st July pay more charges for their withdrawals. The Association of Mobile Money Agents has announced an increase in service charges on cash-out transactions. There's more in the following report.
According to a press statement by the Mobile Money Agents Association of Ghana, government has ordered telecommunication companies to deduct 10% charges extra from cash-out service wallet. In total, on each network, every agent will be paying 20% tax on monthly basis. Initially, agents pay 5% charge on cash-in service wallet, but it was secretly increased to 10% without their knowledge. This is according to the report. They counted the numerous operational costs aside the risk of armed robbery, acid bath, fraud and insecurity, which they say lead to death, deformity and loss of huge amount of money. They bemoan that their members who suffer this fate are left to their families without any form of support from the government. They said since government has not heeded to their concerns, they will pass all the costs on to their customers. The statement concluded that all Momo agents should transfer the cost to customers who seek their services.
Now joining us in the studio is Richard Aleke. He's the Secretary General of the Mobile Money Agents Association of Ghana. Sir, help us understand the new charges on mobile money transactions.
Okay, thank you so much. I would love to correct the name. It's Ransford Aleke.
Oh, okay, Ransford. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Mobile Money Agent Association of Ghana.
Right.
Greater Accra Secretary. The new charge came to us as a news. We were not even made aware. the awareness was just created, popped up on our phones that this is going to happen in July 1st. Unfortunately, we have so much on the table to offer to the government in form of tax. Addition of this one to it is a total collapse to the business. Now, already we have been levied 10% on cash in from the spot where transactions are done, retained and then given to the government or the GRA at the end of the month. Now, I'll give illustration to the fact that if a subscriber comes to withdraw 100 cedis from your merchant point, a charge of 1% is levied. That 1% is 1 Ghana cedi. The telco or the telcos will take 60% of that, and they give to the merchant 40%, means 40 pesos to that effect. The new charge of 10% levied on the cash out means that our little commission of 40% on one cedi is going to be lessened, dropping to 3.6 pesos. So what we have come out with is the fact that we have had a lot more than what we could even give out again. So we would rather levy that one on the subscriber, in other words, the one who is doing the withdrawing, and then maintain the level we have. So that's the new thing that we have had so far on the system, and that's what we are fighting for.
So what about the telcos who offer these services for free? There are some telcos that offer, cash out for free.
Cash out has never been for free. If I would have you well answered, I believe it's Vodafone who is doing sending.
Okay.
Sending money from your phone to the recipient for free. But on the cash out basis, it has never been free, to the best of my knowledge.
Okay. So what's the reaction of the association now?
Okay. What we're saying is that it will totally kick us home. We'll not be able to work any longer. We have more than what we could offer. As I'm saying, we don't have any kind of facility from anywhere. What I mean is that we are using our personal income.
Okay.
We have to get the structures, whether it is a metal structure or a building structure, pay for it. We have to pay our workers. We pay utility bills. We pay bank charges. We pay the local government for the structure you are using, wheresoever it is. And then 10% already on the cash in. So levying us with this 10% means that basically we'll have to fold up. So if we wouldn't also love to be folded up, already we're having about 1 million people we are giving employment to, which is a good thing for a country of this nature. That I believe that if there's anything good for us to write home about, we should even be taken off in form of paying taxes. We wouldn't love to go home and sit down and to see those 1 million people without food on their table. So what we have strategized doing is that 0.4% that will be levied on the cash out will rather charge the subscriber, meaning that if you come to my place to come and withdraw, we would levy you with that charge and then let the GRA have it. So that will not be affected. We'll still maintain our 40 pesos.
So in percentage terms, what's the percentage of that charge?
It's 10%.
Okay, so that will be levied to the customer or subscriber.
Sure. That's what we intend doing, effective July 1st, next month.
Have you had any reaction from the telcos?
Telcos wouldn't have anything to do, or I would say no, because they have not planned this. It is GRA that is introducing that. So I believe they wouldn't have much to say, but for now we haven't heard anything from them.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. We have been speaking to Mr. Ransford Aleke, who is the Greater Accra Regional Secretary of the Mobile Money Association of Ghana. We go for a quick break and return shortly.
In Ghana and in Africa, there is only one place to look to get In Ghana and in Africa, there is only one place to look to get that luxurious design and decor for your offices and homes. Visit Jamila Home. We give you the climax of luxury wherever you find yourself. Presidential and executive office furniture, living room sets, dining set, stunning mirrors, adorable wallpapers, lovely king and queen size beds, valuable antiques and antique goods, beautiful chandeliers and more. Into the bargain, we provide caring customer service, prompt delivery service, skilled and artistic full house design and decor services, and free decor ideas for your space. Our products and service is unparalleled, boasting of top-tier clients all over the globe. Jamila Home, home of first-class quality furniture, beautiful chandeliers, and antiques.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural.
My name is Phil Jonokwati, and this is the sports segment of the news. Despite beating Kotoko at the Accra Sports Stadium in the Super Clash, Hasselhoff head coach Samuel Buedu is refusing to admit that his side holds advantage of winning the Ghana Premier League title.
Normal game, I told you earlier, so we don't have a problem with Kotoko. Kotoko is a big team. We do respect them a lot, and with the game, I think you saw what happened during the game. Tactically, my boys were very disciplined, and they are eager for winning, so they go all out. The attacking football, there are more possession in the game. It's very difficult because playing with the Kotoko is not an easy match, but then we manage, and then we tactical approach. We try to manage to get that 3 match. We do respect all the premier clubs. That we take match after match. We are finished with this match, and we believe that subsequent matches we take it one by one.
Meanwhile, the head coach of Asante, Colonel Mariano Barreto, on the other hand, has admitted that his side made mistakes that contributed to their defeat to Accra Hasselhoff at the Accra Sports Stadium yesterday.
One mistake, all the match, we take it to goal. We have the great chance with Ukra. It's easy, we didn't make it. So, if you don't make the goals, you have to accept the result. Congratulations for Hearts. But a word for my players. They fight, they make everything, and in the end we have to wait the rest of the league. It's not finished, it's missing 3 matches, it's 9 points. Of course it's more difficult, but let's see what's happened.
Away from the Ghana Premier, let's focus on the European Championship. Belgium trainer Roberto Martinez has said that Eden Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne will both undergo a scan on Monday to diagnose the extent of their injury they suffered in Sunday's 1-0 win over Portugal.
Good point, Frederick. I think today it wasn't just about how good we could be. It was more about how we're champions of the Euros. They won the Nations League. They got an incredible experience and know how to take those moments that they hurt you. I think we had an incredible concentration. We defended really well. We're going to need probably 48 hours to find out the extent of the injuries. Kevin De Bruyne, his ankle, it was a really bad tackle. And we'll see. At this point, we haven't got any diagnosis from the medical department. And Eden Hazard is more a muscle sensation. So we'll will take 48 hours. We go back to Belgium just now, tonight, and we'll make the scans tomorrow.
We're still talking about US Championship. Portuguese manager Fernando Santos has disclosed that his players were left crying in the changing room after they were beaten by Belgium by a goal to nil on Sunday.
I think it's unfair, but this is football. But we still have a lot of titles to win. In 2018, we were knocked out, and
Fernando Santos is the manager of Portugal, speaking after the side were beaten by Belgium. That is, they failed to qualify or maintained the trophy they won 4 years ago. That's it for sports. My name is Feo Jonkwote. Harriet is standing by for the latest in showbiz. Harriet?
Well, my name is Harriet Addy, and this is entertainment news on Newsbeat. There's more after this. Abiana was adjudged Female Vocalist of the Year at this year's VGMS. Now, Sina Soul, however, opposes she should have been the winner of that category.
Ghanaian singer Sina Soul has taken to Twitter to express her utmost displeasure regarding how Abiana managed to win the Best Female Vocalist of the Year award at the 22nd edition of the Vodafone Ghana Music Awards. Questioning the reason behind the decision, the Ojole hitmaker in a social media post on June 26, 2021 said her works have proven that she rightfully deserves that particular award. She wrote on Twitter, "I think I should have won Best Female Vocal Performance of the Year last night. Last I didn't win, but I understood the assignment and proved it on stage," unquote. This is not the first time Sina Soul has missed out in the Female Vocalist of the Year category, as it can be recalled that she lost that particular award to Efia in 2019. From all indications, one can tell that since the award eluded her in 2019, she was looking forward to it this year. Abiana emerged winner of the VGMA 2021 Best Female Vocalist held at the Accra International Conference Center in Accra. The Northern region-based artist grabbed the attention of fans after she featured on Ochiame Kwame's single Bolgatanga Girl of the popular Made in Ghana album.
Well, Nigerian singer Burna Boy has beaten Wizkid, his colleague, to clinch the Best International Act category at the 2021 edition of the BET Awards. Entertainment Television Awards, BET honors and celebrates Black excellence in entertainment, sports, acting and other fields of entertainment. This year's event took place at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles on Sunday. The night saw Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion among the biggest winners on the night, with Cardi B announcing her pregnancy during a live performance, with Wizkid and Burna Boy both having an impressive run at the annual event, with the duo scooping an award each at last year's edition. Burna Boy flopped Tanzania's Diamond Platinum, Aya Nakamura, France, Emicida, Brazil, Heady One, UK, Wizkid, Nigeria, Young T and Baxi, UK, and Yusufa, France, to take the award home. This is the third time Burna Boy is being crowned the Best International Act at BET Awards. He first won the award in 2019, 2020, and now. Well, that's it for entertainment news. Up next is international news. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. And now 21 men have been executed in Somalia's semi-autonomous state of Puntland after they were convicted of being members of the Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab. They were sentenced by a military court in Gokayo and shot by a firing squad. State radio said 18 of the men had carried out assassinations and bombings over more than a decade. As they were being executed, the group attacked a town in another part of Somalia, reportedly killing soldiers. Similar death sentences have been handed down by courts in other parts of Somalia before, but this is reported to be the largest number of executions of Al-Shabaab members ever in Puntland. The authorities in Puntland had vowed to bring to justice any members of Al-Shabaab or people found assisting the group in its attacks. As the executions were being carried out on Sunday, Al-Shabaab fighters stormed the town of Wissel in the Muduk region. And that's it for the international front. But let's come back to the local front as police in Chebi, in the Buakwa South municipality of the Eastern region, have arrested 4 suspects believed to have been involved in the bullion van robbery attack in Jamestown here in Accra. The suspects, according to the reports, were arrested from their hideouts at Chebi by the police at a mining site upon information gathered by the CID headquarters in Accra. We'll give you details of this in a subsequent news bulletin. But also, as the 7-week ultimatum to onion traders in Accra to relocate from Abulushi to Ajenkotoku, a community within the Gatwash municipality of the Greater Accra region, inches closer, the Greater Accra Regional Minister Henry Korte has today organized a grand stakeholder deba at Ajenkotoku, and my colleague Crosby Noble Anan was there. We'll give us details of that in a subsequent news bulletin. Last year, on the update, staff of Pantan Hospital went back on a strike as part of their protest against attacks from persons believed to be land guards encroaching lands belonging to the hospital. We'll give you more of all these stories in a subsequent news bulletin. That's it for the news. A quick look of our top stories. President Akufo-Addo get counted at his residence at the Jubilee House and urged all citizens and Ghanaians to get counted too. The generation of the National Housing and Population Census is underway. We'll bring you live, we brought you live coverage as former President Kufuor got counted as well. Body of man who drowned following Saturday's downpour in Asokori Mampon retrieved from a river, bringing the number of reported deaths to 5. Meanwhile, municipal authorities call for the demolition of unauthorized structures blocking waterways. And staff of Pantan Hospital went back on a strike as part of their protest against attacks from persons believed to be land guards encroaching lands belonging to the hospital. Be prepared to pay more charges as new charges for mobile money services take effect from July 1, 2021. And on the international front, 21 men executed in Somalia's semi-autonomous state of Puntland after they were convicted of being members of the Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab. And that's it for the news here. I'm Bryce Nakosi Amani. At 2 p.m., Good Afternoon Ghana will be on with Francisca Kakra-Forson. And at 4 p.m., News Flash will be on as well. Good afternoon.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.
Ghana is a beautiful country. There is so much of it you probably haven't seen, haven't experienced, haven't touched, haven't felt, haven't eaten. When this is all over, let's discover our land again with new eyes. Let's feel each other again. We are one people, brought together by destiny. Let's make that count. Let's show love for each other and our environment. Let's tell our stories, and let's watch and listen to our stories. There will be so much to tell. Ghana is a truly beautiful country. Be Ghana, stay in Ghana, Experience Ghana, make Ghana great. And we will invite the world to come and experience Ghana too. But for now, stay home. Brought to you by the National Film Authority. Supports the Stay Home and Discover Ghana Later campaign. This channel supports the campaign.
God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments.
Young life, are you ready? Tobate amara Bugatti, Tobate amara Maserati, Tobate amara Ferrari, Nanju Kamalo Chaban, Tobate Kachoma Terrari, Amatopi, Yamakurad, zombie, pay me my money. Ide Lagos, and I pray God will save him.
Amen.
Just let's pray. Let's pray. I tell you the other time, I be Okoro for Lagos, no be only this our town now. I be no. Hey, my wife, don't worry. Let's pray. Let's continue pray. He take a step. He's a man.
Yes.